What if the thing stealing your peace isn't failure, but your need to know how things will turn out? We spend so much of our lives trying to do everything right. We prepare, we work hard, we show up, we give our best, and then we wait for someone or something to tell us whether it was good enough. A result, a response, a promotion, a sale, a like, a compliment, someone's approval, and somewhere along the way we forget something important. The effort is ours, the outcome is not. Welcome to In Conversation with Poonam Arora, where every story carries a lesson for life, emotional well-being, and personal growth, helping us become stronger, wiser, and happier from within. Let me share a story. An old watchmaker was famous throughout the town for making beautiful handcrafted watches. People traveled from far away to buy them. One evening, after closing his shop, he came home to find his wife upset. She had spent the entire afternoon preparing dinner for the family. She had carefully planned the meal, cooked everything with love, and set the table beautifully. But when dinner was served, one person said the food was too spicy. Another said they didn't particularly like the dish. Someone barely noticed the effort she had put into it. She quietly walked into the kitchen, disappointed. The watchmaker followed her. "What happened?" he asked. She replied, "I spent the whole afternoon making this. I tried so hard to make everyone happy, and nobody seemed to appreciate it." The old watchmaker smiled gently and said, "Do you remember what happened to me today?" She looked at him. He continued, "I showed one of my watches to a customer. He said the design was old-fashioned. Another customer told me it was too expensive. Someone else said it was too small." His wife looked at him and said, "But your watches are beautiful." He smiled. "Exactly." Then he picked up one of his unfinished watches from the table and said, "When I sit at my workbench, my responsibility is to make the finest watch I possibly can. I cannot decide what every person will like." He paused. "The moment I start worrying about pleasing every person who sees my work, I stop being a craftsman and become a prisoner of opinions." His wife looked at the dinner table. The watchmaker gently said, "You cooked this meal with care. You gave it your time, your thought, and your love. That is a part that belonged to you. What someone chooses to feel about it, that belongs to them." And perhaps that is where many of us lose ourselves. We give our best and then give away our peace by waiting for someone else to validate it. You prepare for an interview, and suddenly your peace depends on the selection panel. You build a business, and your confidence rises and falls with every customer's decision. You create something meaningful, and your happiness depends on likes, comments, and views. You raise your children with love and then wonder whether their choices are proof that you did something right. You give your heart to a relationship, and your emotional well-being depends on how the other person responds. And sometimes, like the watchmaker's wife, we do something with genuine love and still feel disappointed because the response wasn't what we imagined. But the lesson is simple. Your responsibility is to give your best. It is not to control how the world receives it. The Bhagavad Gita gives us a very different way of looking at life. Give yourself completely to your action, but do not make your inner peace dependent on the fruit of that action. That doesn't mean becoming careless about results. It means caring deeply about what you do without allowing the result to decide who you are. There's a difference between excellence and attachment. Excellence says, "I will give this my very best." Attachment says, "I can only be happy if this turns out the way I want." Excellence gives you purpose. Attachment takes away your peace. And here's something we often forget. You can control the sincerity of your effort, but you cannot control every variable that follows it. You can prepare for the interview. You cannot control the decision. You can build the business. You cannot control every customer's choice. You can cook with love. You cannot control everyone's taste. You can speak with kindness. You cannot control how someone receives your words. You can love sincerely. You cannot control how someone loves you back. So perhaps the question we need to ask ourselves is not, will this work? Maybe it is simply, have I done my part with honesty, courage, and my whole heart? If the answer is yes, then breathe. You don't have to carry the outcome on your shoulders. Sometimes life gives us exactly what we hoped for. Sometimes it makes us wait. And sometimes what feels like rejection is simply life taking us somewhere we couldn't see from where we were standing. Your job is not to control the entire journey. Your job is to walk your part of it well. So the next time you find yourself anxious about what someone will think, whether something will succeed or whether your effort will be rewarded, remember the watchmaker. Don't stop being the craftsman because you became afraid of the opinions. Give your whole heart to the work, but don't hand your peace to the result. Because your worth was never meant to rise and fall with an outcome. And perhaps that is true success, not getting everything you want, but remaining whole while life unfolds. I'll leave you with this thought. Give your best to what is in your hands. Give your peace to nothing that is not. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who may need this reminder today. And if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an episode of In Conversation with Poonam Arora. Until next time, remember, give your whole heart to the effort, but protect your peace from the outcome.